Well, hi everyone, Sue Long-Carrick here from Women Living Well After 50, and I'm in the kitchen this afternoon because I'm going to have a little cooking lesson on a quick, tasty and healthy recipe that Wendy from Wendy's Way to Health is going to show us, and I'm going to be making one here as well. So welcome, Wendy. Lovely to have you join me.
Thank you very much. Lovely to be here. So yeah, we're going to have some fun and make a microwave flax bun.
Yes, now microwave, well, that's easy and quick. So tell us a little bit about the recipe like it's good as an alternative for bread, isn't it, if you don't want to have some bread. So tell us a little bit about the recipe and we can start making it after that.
Yeah, sure. And then we can get straight into it. It's something you can make at any time of the day, really. I like to make it for breakfast because it's a really just a quick, easy, healthy breakfast. And like you said, it's a good bread substitute. So, if you're looking for anyone who can't eat bread, or if you think you're eating too much bread for whatever reason, which is very easy to do, and it's a nice change as well, just to change things up and have something a little bit different as well, rather than just bread or toast or whatever all the time. You can make one of these up. There's a few different variations that we'll talk about as we go that we'll go through, and you can even toast them. Once you've made them, you can toast them and so they're quite versatile. You can make them sweet, you can make them savoury, and the ingredients, just the base ingredients. All you need to do to make a sweet one is just add a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla extract. And that's it. And then you mix up your batter. It takes just a couple of minutes. Whip it up, mix it up in your mug, whack it in the microwave, and then put it out onto a plate. Let it cool a little bit, and done.
There you're done. So tell me a little bit about flaxseed, because I haven't actually used that before. So it has some good health benefits to it. So can we just do that, and then we'll get into making the recipe?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a good source of omega-3s and a good source of fibre. So, it's a good one to get in, especially if you can get it into breakfast, and even just sprinkle some on your cereal or into a yogurt bowl. If you're mixing up a yogurt bowl with nuts and seeds and, all that kind of thing, just it's a good one to throw in there and add it into the mix, because it's extra fibre, which we're all always looking for, and omega-3s as well. Helps to boost your omega-3 ratio.
And what's omega-3 good for, just for those of us or those that might not know? We hear about omega-3, omega-6. What's the omega-3 good for?
Yep. Antioxidants mainly, to help give us a good antioxidant boost. And I always look for things with omega-3 and antioxidant sources, or omega-3s, because our diet, the Western diet, is just the traditional Western diet that we generally eat, is quite high in omega-6s, and the balance just isn't right. The omega-6s are really high and the omega-3s are quite low. So if you can look for ways to increase your omega-3s, then it's bringing it back into a better balance.
Yeah.
Which is better for your body to keep when I can get it out, keep inflammation under control.
Inflammation. No, well, that's good. Okay, so let's get into it. You're going to show me, and I'm going to make it along with you. So we need a mug. So I've got mine.
We do. Yes.
Mug.
Yep. Just a stock standard, general mug, or you can use a ramekin, like a small ramekin. I should have got one out before, but I'll just quickly reach into the cupboard. You could use like a little ramekin like that as well, if you don't have a mug, or if you don't want to use a mug. Yep. Okay. So the first step, I've got my butter already in a little pot. Here, I'll move that a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah.
Going to melt that. I'm just going to melt it in the microwave. Just pop it in there for about 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll melt it.
On my mug. So how much is that, a teaspoon, isn't it?
It's, roughly. I tend to not measure it. I tend to just use a knife and just scoop a little bit out of my, out of the container, and just get a little, what you would call in old-fashioned terms, a knob of butter.
A knob of butter, that's right. Yes. So I'll just pop that in and get that going. My microwave's over here.
Yeah. Yep. No worries. Okay, so we've got that going.
So that shouldn't take long. So we've got the butter there. And what else are we going to put in there? We've got some...
We're going to put an egg in next.
Yeah.
We're going to add the egg and whisk that up. Yep. Mix it in with the butter. Then we're going to add in a little bit of salt, even for the sweet one, a little bit of salt. Then the almond meal and the ground flaxseed. And then that's all. I'm going to add some savoury toppings because I'm going to make a savoury one, and you're making the sweet one. So then that's where we'll make ours each one a little bit different.
Okay. So what goes in next? The egg.
Right. So I've got my butter. Yes. Alrighty. Butter.
Going in with the egg.
Yep. In with the egg.
And this would be good for a quick breakfast, wouldn't it, if you were on the go and you didn't have time, because it doesn't take that much.
Yeah, absolutely, because it doesn't take long. It only takes 5 minutes or so, and then just a couple of minutes to let it cool, and off you go. And you can even, like pre-prepare. You don't have to cook them fresh all the time. You can, it's nice to have them fresh, but you could pre-prepare, the night before or whatever if you're short on time. Or you can make one up and then take it with you. That's the thing too.
Can you do it in the traditional way, like in the oven?
Yeah, apparently you can. The person who first put me onto a similar recipe to mine, that was not exactly the same, but a very similar one. I think the original recipe was both. You could do microwave or cook it in the oven. I've actually never tried because I just find the microwave's just so easy.
Yes, but I just wondered if you wanted to make a batch up or something,
Yeah. I've often thought that. I should try. I should make up, make a little batch and but I've never got around to it yet.
Because I think if you made those, you could probably freeze them and then just pull one out as you need them. So that would be another option as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Same as, exactly the same as you would with muffins when I can get it out. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Just a quick.
Forgot my salt, so I'll just get some.
Yep.
Give it a bit of a.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. And then now this is what I call a dessert spoon, or you can use a tablespoon. So I'm going to use a flat measure of this. If you're using a tablespoon, then you'd probably just use heaped.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter either the almond meal or the flax, whichever, doesn't matter which order, because they're all going to get mixed up together. So a little bit of almond meal.
How much flaxseed do we put in? The same amount?
1 spoon. Yep, exactly the same. Yep. Yeah, and give it a good stir to mix it up. Oh, I forgot to get my baking soda out of the cupboard. I was thinking I was missing something. I'll grab that out in a second.
Okay.
It's one thing that I always, how you kind of have something that you kind of, I don't know if you do, but I do. When I'm baking, there's one thing I tend to forget regularly, and it's baking soda or baking powder.
Yeah.
And it's pretty important.
That's right. Won't rise without that, will it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
so
and I've done that a few times. Now we can put some baking powder in, just a half a teaspoon. That's my Mix that in.
Yep.
And now for the sweet one, this is where you now add your cinnamon, just probably about a quarter of a teaspoon, just a tiny little bit. Cinnamon and half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just depends how much you like the vanilla flavour. I usually just give it a really, really good pour because I love vanilla.
Yep.
Yep. I'm going to do a savoury.
Okay. Well, I've done the sweet. So what are you putting in yours?
Yeah, I'm going to do savoury. So what I'm putting in is I've got some, I should use the spoon. I'll pick it up and show you, some pickled onion, if you can see that there. Whoops, wrong way. It's red onion that I pickled. We had it with our dinner the other night. Just pickled it with some salt and lemon juice. And this was just what we had left over in the fridge. So leftover veggies are a really good thing to, just throw any leftover. You can throw onion, peppers, mushrooms, any little leftover veggies. I often put tomatoes in. I would have today, but I don't actually have any. I've run out of tomatoes, so I'm not putting any tomatoes in today. All right, so I've got the onion. Now I'm actually I've got a little mixture of tasty cheese and some nutritional yeast, which is kind of like a vegan substitute for cheese. It's sort of tastes like Parmesan cheese if you haven't had it before, and it's very high in vitamin B, so it's very good for you. So I'm probably not going to put the whole amount of that in. I'm probably just going to put a little bit. I just tend to guess because, as you can see, the batter isn't huge, or the amount we're making isn't huge, so you just put a little bit in, stir it around, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of spinach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Tiny bit of spinach as well. Yeah.
So while you're mixing that, we are going to put a link to your ebook for everyone, and that includes this recipe and some other recipes. So that will go in the comments section after the live, so you can all have a try at that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we will put this recipe in the comments of this as well. So if anyone just wants this recipe to try, they can just grab it from there. Or if they want, or if they want some other healthy breakfast, quick and easy healthy breakfast as well, then they can click through on the link and grab the book. So, yeah. Okay. Right. Done.
Okay,
ready.
That's all done.
You got yours ready?
Yep.
Beautiful. Alrighty. So in the microwave for a minute.
Okay.
And that's on high for a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll talk about this in a minute, but you have a brekkie challenge that you run. How long does that go for?
Yep. It goes for 2 weeks. I've experimented. Yeah, I've been doing it for a few years now. I usually do it 3 times every year, although this year I only did one in January and I just didn't get around to actually doing one in mid-year this year like we normally do, so we're well overdue for one. I've tried a few different formats. I've tried like 7 days, and then I think we even did 5 day. I don't know. I've tried a few different formats, but I found 2 weeks is good because 2 weeks is generally a good amount of time to really establish a habit. So if you're looking at if you don't have a healthy breakfast habit, or if you're looking at getting back in the habit and re-establishing it, 2 weeks is a good amount of time to really get in the swing of it and get the habit established again.
Oh, there goes the timer.
Yeah.
With that, or?
Yeah. I usually provide some recipes for every challenge, and I try to mix them up a little bit. I keep some of my stock standard basics, my favourite go-tos, and then usually add a few new ones in there as well. But you don't have to just stick. If you want to do the challenge, you don't have to just stick to my recipes. You can use, whatever you like, and that's probably the best part of the challenge, because everyone posts pictures of their breakfast every day, and when you see like all the different ideas coming in from people from all different places and from all over the world, and we all get to share and see what everyone else is eating and making, and we get to share ideas and recipes, so it's lots of fun too.
Okay, well, we'll just get these out. It smells okay.
Yeah, it does. It smells great. Oh, where's my plate? There's my plate.
Just put it out on a plate. I'm not sure how mine's going to turn out, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
came out a little bit wonky on the side. So then we let it cool.
They do sometimes. Yep, we do. Yep. I usually tip it straight out. I usually just tip it straight out upside down to start with.
Oh, yours has turned out really well. Mine's a little bit like a volcano.
Oh no, that's the bottom of mine though.
That's okay.
That's the
be
top.
all
Is
right.
that what? That's probably what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the top of mine. Yeah.
Yes. No, but that came good. I think yours is a little bit. Your mug was a little bit taller than mine as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
while that's cooling, I'll show you one because I'm the professional. I'll show you
one that you
I
prepared
it earlier. So I don't know if you can see that. Oops.
Yeah, I can see it, but hopefully anyone watching can.
So
can
what
see
I've
it
done
too.
is just pop some cottage cheese on the top and some blueberries, which are full of antioxidants, and some strawberries, and that looks pretty good. So I just let that cool before
It does. I just suddenly thought I'll grab my cocoa tea spread as well. I often use this. This is like a healthy chocolate spread, so it's a healthier version, if you like, of your Nutella. You know, those spreads that are just really full of very high in sugar. This is in the supermarket. I get mine in Coles. I'm pretty sure Woolies have it as well. I get it in Coles, and it's just with the other condiments, the other jams and spreads and what have you. So, but you can also, sometimes if I run out, I only don't buy this all the time, but if I don't have any on hand, I'll just make up my own little chocolate spread, because you can make it up fairly easily with cacao powder and coconut oil, and then just a little bit of sweetener like honey or maple syrup or something. You just mix all that together and makes up a little spread, that's basically what this is, but in the convenience of a jar already mixed up. And so when I make a sweet one,
my MasterChef ones is
I know they look beautiful
as we're talking, and I might take a shot for Instagram, as you do. But I did these before as a practice, and it really didn't take long at all. And it's a nice healthy breakfast and a nice healthy alternative. I suppose you could use a bigger mug if you wanted a bigger roll or a bigger size. But this looks
use a bigger ramekin and just double the amount of the ingredients.
But I mean, this looks quite substantial by the time, that's quite thick. And then as I said, put some I put cottage cheese on, but I suppose you could, if you wanted to be you could use cream cheese or...
Well, that's what I do with... exactly. You could use cream cheese. You could probably put yogurt. That's what I do with the chocolate spread. When I make a sweet one, I'll put the chocolate spread on and then top with berries like you have. I top it with... So you get chocolate and strawberry flavour, which is delicious.
But I quite like the idea of the savoury one, because we like savouries in, I know Mike in particular likes savouries. Now you can break this apart, or you can get a knife, which is what I should have here.
That's what I'm about to do.
Just cut it in half.
Yep, exactly.
And then you would just top it with I suppose you could even just put a normal spread on there, any sort of spread that you wanted, a peanut butter or an almond butter.
Peanut butter and almond butter go really well as well. So that's the middle of mine. You can see the onion and the spinach. So
you can put the flax seeds there.
And you can toast them as well. Like once they've come out of once you've cut it in half like that, you could pop it in the toaster and toast it, and then add things to it. You could put bacon and eggs on top, bacon, eggs, spinach, cooked, all sorts of cooked veggies. If you excuse me, saute up some veggies.
It's even like a like a muffin. Those English muffins that you would have, say, with an egg or bacon or spinach or something like that on the top. You could even use these because they've got a nice texture to them, and they're a healthy alternative.
Yep. Oh, and the other sweet one, I knew there was another one I wanted to mention. The other sweet one that I like to make is I'll just get one date and some walnuts, chop the date up just really, really finely, because it needs to mix into the batter and not be big chunks. Chop the date up really finely, throw that in, and then just crumble in a couple of walnuts as well into the batter before you actually cook it. And then when it comes out, you cut it in half like this once it's cooled. Cut it in half, and you can spread butter on top, and it's just a quick and simple Cheats nut loaf, single serve nut loaf.
Sounds delicious, and it's healthy as well. So anything else that you'd like to share with us about the nutritional side of something like this today? Well, I've got a bit of dairy there. We've got the fruit.
We've got, the dairy, the good fat with the butter. We've got the egg. So we've got protein covered with the egg. We've got the flaxseed, as we talked about. We've got the almond meal. So, you've got that's ground nuts, basically. So again, not a lot of protein, but a little bit of protein. Again, antioxidants, vitamin E in almonds, and then the cheese and the nutrition. If you use nutritional yeast instead of parmesan, then you're getting a nice little vitamin B boost as well. I think that's about it. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Good ingredients.
So it's a pretty well-rounded breakfast from a dietary point of view, or a snack. I suppose you could have that as a snack.
Yeah.
For
absolutely.
tea or something like that. You could go, But I do like the idea of the savoury and the sweet. So it's quite versatile. So
it is very.
Yeah. So do you know when your Brekkie Challenge is starting
going to be
towards
on?
the end of September? Is it September, October?
Yeah, it is. I haven't set a firm date yet, but it'll be the end of the month. That definitely won't be next week, but probably with any luck, if I get myself organised in time, it'll be the following week, whatever the following Monday is. If not, it'll be the one after that. So
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay.
Only a week or two away.
Yeah, well, we can always, if someone wants to know more about that, they can pop over to your Facebook or to your Facebook group, Wendy's Way to Health, and through the links that we'll put in the comment section below. So thanks for sharing your recipe with us. It's a quick and easy one, and hopefully you'll come back again and share another one with us.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Love to. Yeah, this is it's good fun, and
we could make it a monthly event, and like working through different recipes for different menus and that sort of thing. So I think that would be fun. Yeah,
it would be actually, and it's good to show people what things actually look like, because I know a lot of people, kind of go, oh, I don't know if I really want to make it, because what if I don't like it, and that kind of thing. So if you can actually see what it looks like and see it being made and whatever, then hopefully that helps to get people to think a bit more about trying these things.
That's right, and eating a little bit healthier, and you don't have to miss out. That's a sweet option, and that's not really that bad for you. So you don't have to miss out on what we would call treats. It's just a healthier option that we're eating, that's all. So so thanks so much for joining me today, and thanks everyone for watching in there. I hope that you enjoyed our little MasterChef
our little MasterChef moment
in the kitchen, in the virtual studio, and we'll catch up with you again next time, and give us a thumbs up, and also let me know if you'd be interested in Wendy joining us maybe once a month for a little cooking afternoon, because that would be fun. So so thank you.
I think it would too.
I've got to just walk.
Thanks for having me, and thanks, Sue.
No, oops, nearly lost my
knocked it over. Oh no.
So, okay. So thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And when I put the link in, why not try the recipe out? It didn't take very long at all.
Yeah. Share. Take photos. If you do try it, take photos and post them in Sue's group so we can see.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.